Hi, I'm Steve Sinton, and I wanted to talk to you about our ranches. We have the Avenales Ranch in San Luis Obispo County near Pozo. It's been in the family since the 1880s. My great-grandfather started buying up homesteads in the 1880s, and we've had that ranch ever since. So we still use the Machesna a lot, and some of the pictures you'll see are of us driving cattle up to the Machesna. We do that every year, and they stay up there all summer. These are our first calf heifers, and just about the time they're due to calve, we bring them back down, bring them close to the house to watch them. So the Machesna is a big part of our ranching operation. So the Avenales Ranch is located east of Pozo, and it is the headwaters of the Salinas River and also one of the headwaters of the Santa Maria River. So it's an important watershed for a large part of California. This is part of the Canyon Ranch, which my grandfather and great-grandfather bought in 1905. It was bought with script, which was basically a piece of paper that Civil War veterans got in exchange for their service. And it was good to be exchanged for land, but of course there wasn't any land in the east where most of the soldiers were, so speculators bought up script from the west and then came west and bought up land, and this is part of that land that they bought up and then we bought from them. This place is quite well known for its wildflowers. We graze our land very moderately, trying to reflect sort of the pattern that would have historically been here with large animals grazing and moving on. And by doing so, we feel like we've maximized the potential for the best native grasses and the wildflowers. It's a very special place. Maybe in the late 80s, my dad came to me and had this idea. He asked me what did I think about asking Congress to create a wilderness area in the Machesna area. And I thought that was an unusual thought because cattlemen typically are very opposed to wilderness ideas and areas. But after talking about it a while and thinking, well, we could still do our ranching and raise our cattle there, it might be a good idea as a way to protect that very beautiful spot. So my parents and Jane and I went to Washington, D.C., met with our senators at the time, Alan Cranston and Dianne Feinstein. And in both offices they said, well, we'd love to do that, but we can't do it without the approval of your local congressman, who is William Thomas of Bakersfield, one of the most conservative and powerful guys in Congress. He was the head of the Ways and Means Committee. So we went over to Congressman Thomas's office and asked to meet with the staffer who did environmental matters. And the next thing we knew, we were in Thomas's office. We showed him a book of pictures, we chatted about it, and at the end of our meeting he kind of smiled and said, well, I guess for the first time I'm going to have an environmental rating above 0. So we felt like we had it done. And in fact, in 1992, the Machesna Wilderness Area was created.